Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 7 of Crying Sun's Last Orders. We are in sector 3 of chapter 2, the third and last sector, hunting Pope Zenon. And we're in pretty good shape. We just defeated the second boss, got a lot of scrap. Yeah, we got 2 weapons. We took a hull plate. Let's visit the shop and let's get that repaired. So we're on three hulls. Is it worth repairing these drones? I actually don't think so. We're mostly using drones against Church of Singularity. They keep getting destroyed by weapons. But it's actually not that big of a deal, it seems, in this game. Squadrons of Patch, it's very hard to keep them full health because as soon as they engage with the enemy squadrons and then they get hit with the weapons, and Church Singularity ships seem to have 3-4 weapons on every battleship. Very hard to keep them alive. We're good on Neo-N, we're good on commandos. I'm just gonna go ahead and right now, before I spend this scrap on anything else, I'm gonna spend it on a 4th squadron. Right. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. This will let us grab the Impaler pretty much every fight. Yeah, no. Make these fights very short indeed. We are fully stocked up on squadrons, by the way. And that's alright. I think that's alright. We got drones, we got the Impaler. We have all sorts of options. We could always get rid of drone 1. Yeah. Okay, we have 2 decent weapons. Yeah, we have the Neo-N fuel. Yeah, we got scrap. We're good to go. What do we need for the final boss? Let's have a look. Yeah, for the final boss, maybe it would be nice to get, what, a 3rd weapon, maybe? Let's see. So, journey app. So here we have an expedition abandoned factory. Another abandoned factory. Another expedition here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, points of interest. Not really worth going here. Definitely going Vesoli over Rho Signi Majoris. Could we also go Kidon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Do we want to go to Pragma? A single Pragma battleship signatures, but just before the boss fight as well. I think we have enough. We have enough to defeat the boss, I feel. A mercenary outpost. Do we need another officer? Not really. I think we go Vesoli, Sanjiang, and these 2. Hit 3 expeditions, get a lot of scrap. Upgrade our ship as much as we can. Repair it if need to. Yeah, I don't see any trading beacon. Okay, there is some sort of trading. Okay, there are trading beacons here. That's good. We get as much scrap as we can, please, here. And then we either buy something or repair ourselves. I think that's a good way. Let's go. Let's just double check. Nothing else we need in this shop. We're okay, I think. Let's go. Very slowly. Pirate battleship, sir, with its radar off. Looks like we have the upper hand. Sneak up on the ship but offer it the chance to surrender. Just ambush it. Do your station, screw. We have an edge over our enemy and we're not going to waste it. But what if these are nice pirates, sir? Nice pirates. You have to be the naivest radar officer I've ever worked with. That's right, let's go. Weapons charged, squadrons ready. Okay, asteroid fields everywhere. Okay, frigates. Okay, let's get the Impaler out. Let's get the drones and let's get a frigate of our own. Yeah, and we get the squadron. Let's see, if anything, we just slow them down. Let's see, let's just let them deploy. 2 drones against this frigate. And this fighters will take this, yeah? Sounds good. An impaler can just sit in the very back. This parasite might even be able to get that one. Drones here. Sit here, let the impaler do its job. There we go. Okay, fighters. This guy here, drone mark 1. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna even charge in, I think. Let's just go finish him. Honest. Oh, he does 2 DPS. Okay, I think we can just retreat and let the impaler and this hullbreaker do the job. 93 scrap. Thank you. Here we go. We scavenge new and fuel. Oh, come on. Okay, not so lucky this time. Just 1. I would love to be a captain of a battleship just to get this view. Okay. Civilian ship, sir. 12 o'clock. An Imperial ship. Who knew would ever be happy to see the likes of you, prisoner captain? We're a group of prisoners who've escaped our prison station by building a crude junk ship. Prisoners of the Empire? Captain, you're lucky I haven't started firing. Yeah, we're lucky to be flying around in a homemade ship. A bunch of convicts in a post-apocalyptic galaxy. You have no idea how lucky we are. Look, we don't want any trouble, Admiral. We know we could never beat you with our junk ship. We just want to help you and your crew. We know of a scrap of weapon around here that's unguarded. We'll tell you where it is on one condition. You give us Neo and when the Empire's returned to its former glory, you pardon us for our crimes. Okay, 2 conditions. I'm an Imperial Admiral, Captain, not an Imperial Judge. Okay, but you can at least put in a good word for us. So what's it gonna be? 2 Neo and fuel. Ask the prisoners about their crimes. What Imperial crimes have you committed? Knowing might influence my decision. We haven't committed any crimes, Admiral. You'll find nothing but innocent men and women on this junk ship. Every last one of us was falsely imprisoned. Yeah, that's what all Imperial prisoners say. So what's it gonna be? No, you're not going anywhere. Sorry, Captain, I don't do deals with fugitives. Surrender now or face the consequences. Really? Don't tell me you believe Imperial law exists even now when the machines are down. Oh, I know it exists. I know it exists because I enforce it. I feel bad for you, Admiral, living in a fantasy world like you do. But look, I surrender. I'd be foolish not to. Besides, freedom in a galaxy that's dying isn't really my idea of freedom anyway. We'll take the beds and hot meals in your brig. And the weapon? Weapon? Funny. I forget where the weapon is. Yeah, definitely BS. Alright, let's prepare a mission. We'll prepare an expedition. Okay. Abandoned factory. Okay, so the spy skills are very good here. Okay, yeah, about the quarter. And we're gonna need to do a lot of, it seems like the soldier skills. And this, okay, so let's definitely get this one. Okay, discretion needed. Wait, what do we have? Abandoned auto factory. Sorry, what's the reward? Retrieve a lot of scrap. We need the scrap. And therefore, we will get engineering. Well, it's got 2 dots. What does that mean? We have 2 people who have engineering. Yeah, we do. Okay, engineering. Yeah, that will unlock the last cache. Hacking. Abandoned auto factory. Demolition auto factory. Hacking erudition. Fine, let's get both. Yeah, so we got discretion, engineering, hacking, and erudition. We invested 18 to this. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Demolition. Okay, that's his skill. Rather Corto. Okay, abandoned auto factory. What do you need? Demolition, yes. Erudition, yes. 65. Nice. Hacking, yes. Okay, saved us some commandos. Erudition again. 36, yes, please. Piloting. Near and fuel, very nice. Hacking, nice. Avoided danger. Sharp senses, scrap, okay. Discretion, okay, everyone did that. Big danger. Engineering also paid for itself, great. Discretion. Yes. Extraction point, waiting for extraction, sir. 175 scrap and 3 neo-N fuel. We invested 80, so net plus 100 and 3 neo-N. Nice. Okay. I'd call that a success. That's very solely done. There's an army depot here. Nothing here. Okay. Let's go to Sanjay. Love the art style of this game. Probably one of the best space, like immersion wise and kind of, yeah, art style, atmosphere, soundtrack wise space games. It's one of our own, sir. I don't recognize the model of your battleship. Who are you? Yuri Hussein. This is Admiral Ellis Idaho of the NS Odysseus. Sorry, can you repeat that? I heard Admiral Ellis Idaho. No mistake, Captain. You've heard correctly. Pity one encounters so many lunatics these days. Look, Admiral Idaho, don't follow us. We'll live longer spread apart. And the transmission, sir. Alright, not even any option to chase him down. Alright, we have bigger things to do. Okay. Another abandoned auto factory. Think the machines you're here. This ship is trying to siphon neo-N off our station. Second incoming transmission, sir. Don't believe a word she says. I saw they were low on fuel, so I was trying to give them some of mine, is all. I know they're almost shut down, but we can still be kind to one another, can't we? I wonder what this guy is worse at, telling the truth or stealing neo-N. Arrest the civilian and put him in the brig. Threaten, let's just threaten him. This is Admiral Idaho of the NS Odysseus. Stop, civilian, or I'll make you stop. Admiral Idaho? I must be hearing things. All this dark will do that to you. Just mind your business, pal. This has nothing to do with you, nor your ship. Vomit. Well, that didn't work. Captain, go get our friend and put him in the brig. That should sober him up. Aye, aye, sir. Sir, we've put him in the brig. Had quite the little setup in his ship. Guy's been making neo-N rotgut for years. Who said science was dying? Goes by the name of Von, sir. For what it's worth, he says he met you once. Most likely he's never met the original me. But I'll pay him a visit nevertheless. I'm interested in what he has to say. I wouldn't believe a word that he says, Admiral. He's clearly unstable. I'll keep that in mind, machine. I don't believe it. It is you, Admiral Idaho, as I live and breathe. And why wouldn't it be? Because you died, or so I believed until now. Ask how he knows you. No. My captain tells me we met once. My captain tells me we met once. Oh yeah. You wouldn't remember me, Admiral. I wasn't highly ranked. We were in the fleet. Yes, many years ago. The first fleet. I was discharged. Always had a problem with the drink. And Ensign Vaunt. I flew on the Hyperion too. Man, that was a long time ago. I have a sneaking suspicion you have other questions too. Ask why he believes you died. And tell me, why is it you believed me dead? But surely you've heard the story yourself, Admiral. The story? Yes, but I'd like to hear your version. There are so many. Well, on Ganima, a planet in the House Kosh Buendia sectors, there once existed a group of people called the Survivalists. As incomprehensible as it is, these people believed the Empire would be better off without the Omnis. Crazy talk, I know. I mean, I don't worship the things, but the idea that we'd be better off without them is just plain wrong. After years of abuse at the hands of House Kosh Buendia, their numbers down to only a few thousand, they knew they had to fight back or be wiped off the stars. So after years of secretly amassing weapons and resources, they rebelled one day, 26 years ago, 6 years before the shutdown. House Kosh Buendia never saw it coming. After quickly overwhelming local troops and destroying local Omnis, who, limited by their Rubicon, were unable to defend themselves, they shut down the local folder. Oberon, rightfully fearing these terrorists, fearing they might attack other planets, sent you and Vice Admiral Okonkwo to squash the rebellion and protect his subjects. But because the folder was down, it took you and your battleship 5 years to reach Ganima from Elysium. By the time you arrived, the survivalists were ready for you. More than ready. They had turned Ganima into a veritable war machine. You asked for their surrender, but it was useless. They weren't going back to the way things were before. To their way of thinking, they were finally free. They had finally secured a future for themselves. You and Okonkwo attacked, but soon discovered your few ships were outmatched by theirs. Then, Admiral, you made the ultimate sacrifice. You ordered the other ships to stockpile their Makers of Darkness, Tellus nukes, on a single ship. Your ship. Okonkwo begged you not to do it, but you knew it had to be done, for Oberon, for the good of the Empire. And alone you crashed your ship into Ganima, setting off an immense chain reaction, vitrifying those terrorists and saving the Empire at the same time. The rebellion had been put down, but not without a cost. Back home in Elysium, your death was mourned by hundreds of thousands, and Oberon, with the eyes of the Empire upon him, proclaimed you the greatest hero the Empire had ever known. But now I know it's all untrue. You didn't die. You survived Ganima. But why, Admiral? Why were we told that story in the first place? Tell Vaughn this information is classified. Confess you don't know this story. I would tell you why, Ensign, but you don't have the necessary clearance. I understand. It's above my pay grade. I'm no longer even a member of the fleet. Sometimes I wish I still was, though. Sometimes I wish I was still fighting for all that's good, all that remains. But the truth is, I don't think the fleet, not even with the greatest admiral of all time leading it, can save us now. These truly are our final days. Okay, let's ask about the survivalists. What else have you heard about the survivalists, Font? Some people think they may have been behind the shutdown, you know, because they believed we shouldn't rely on Omnis for anything. But they couldn't be, could they? I mean, you killed the survivalists, all of them, vitrified those poor bastards into glass. Well, that was a story anyway. You hear rumors every now and then about a ship carrying the last of their kind, floating through space, searching for you, Admiral. Searching for me? What for? Payback. For what you did to their planet, to their people. I'd imagine they'd be a little sore, don't you? You have other questions? Tell me more about House Kosh Buendia. Next to House Tellus, they're probably the most powerful house in all of the empire. That or House Akibara Sung. The Koshes have existed since the beginning, but it seems they never had enough power. Not for their taste, anyway. Their abhorrence for the old man was no secret. After all, he's had them, the house, as under his thumb for centuries. He had them and House AS, that's Akibara Sung, under his thumb for centuries. There are rumors the Koshes made several attempts on his life throughout the decades, though nothing's ever been proven. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me one bit if House KB had something to do with the shutdown. You have other questions? Ask about the House Akibara Sung. Tell me more about House Akibara Sung. Those Akis, just like the Koshes, have wanted Oberon out of the picture for decades. They've always resented the old man for having more power than them. Hell, their empire might be theirs if not for Oberon. You can see how that might rub those gene mods the wrong way. I've always thought that maybe they play a large part even, in the shutdown. Those money grabbers wielded a tremendous amount of power. They still probably do for that matter. Now you definitely can't rule them out as suspects. They've always thought they're so much better than the rest of us, haven't they? You have other questions? No. I have no more questions. I have a sneaking suspicion you have other questions too. Okay, Vice Admiral Okonkwo. What do you know about Vice Admiral Okonkwo? Well, you hear a couple of stories about him. One is that he was your best friend, your right-hand man. Always has been since your days at the academy. Together. The other is that he was very jealous of you. It's said you were always Oberon's favorite, the golden one chosen to lead the empire if Oberon ever stepped down, and that Okonkwo lived in your shadow and resented you for that. Me? I don't know which story to believe. Then again, I'm not much for gossip, know what I mean? What I like to do instead is get drunk and hit up the space casinos. Now that's a good time. Anyway, knowing Vice Admiral Okonkwo as you do, only you know the truth there, Admiral. Right, only I know the truth there. I have a sneaking suspicion you have other questions, you know, end the conversation with Vond. I won't keep a former Imperial soldier as prisoner. If you stay out of trouble and no longer steal, you're free to go. Thank you, Admiral. That's kind of you. But, you mind if I say something before I go? Go ahead. One thing kind of strikes me funny when I think back to the time I met you. And what's that? You haven't aged one bit. How could that be? That's just the darkness in here, Vond. It plays tricks on the eyes. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay. Yeah, guess let's finish up this Pope Zenon and see about that Kosh Buendia and the survivalists. Alright, this is going to be a big one. Abandoned auto factory and planetary defense turret wreckage. Okay. Retrieve a battleship weapon and retrieve a lot of scrap. Okay, hacking and engineering. Engineering? Yes. Hacking? Yes. Go. Okay, so we can open all 5 caches. Okay, erudition. 60. Oof. Discretion, persuasion, fighting. We invested 60. We can afford discretion. Yeah, definitely piloting in. Fighting maybe. Use Planetary defense, abandoned auto factory. Okay, well we invested 80. Is it worth getting persuasion? Fine, we'll risk it. Let's launch. I think we got everything we need. Engineering, danger avoided. Engineering again, danger avoided, perfect. Alright, let's continue. Planetary defense turret wreckage. Sharp senses and discretion, nice. Flak cannon though, it's a bit crap. Hack. Okay, hack, scrap plus 32. Piloting, near-in fuel. Sandworm. Oh, piloting, hacking, fighting, no. Oh no. We should have gotten... Well, I didn't even notice there was a major threat on this planet. Okay, well at least it's 4 injuries. Yeah, we should have gotten fighting. Knew it, demolition, danger avoided. Abandoned auto factory. Sharp senses, piloting. 68 scrap, alright. Let's keep going. Demolition. More scrap. Extraction points. Alright, we got lucky there. We got lucky with the sandworm. We got lucky. Flak cannon. 120 scrap, although we invested, what, 80? 50 net scrap, 3 neon fuel. Good, good. We can sell that cannon. I mean, Tesla, let's just look for a second. Flak cannon, 320 random cells, again, 55% chance to deal 35% damage. Nah, I'd rather get the Tesla. Yeah. Though if we... Yeah, no, I'd rather get the Tesla plus our bonus. Yeah. Lone Wolf. Okay, yeah, we have a... Okay. Check this anomaly. Sanjiang. Church battleship. Death is your only absolution. Let me wash away your sins. Rather urban. Wash away your sins. How about that? Wow. Okay. 2 plates of 90 each. 2 DPS to enemies adjacent to our battleship. Longbow. Oh, damn it. Longbow is... I mean, how long... Takes more damage at short range. Okay. And frigates. Okay, so we get the Impaler. We get... lots of drones. Okay, this is first wave. We need to just get there. The Impaler needs to go at the back. Okay, if we can capture some of them. Okay, we race and we try and get this longbow out of the picture. Yeah, let's go. What does he have in terms of weapons? Sub-Zero, stop movement, attacks, and abilities. Oh, in 3 cells. We need to decay for 25 movement speed. Okay, we need to separate our bastard. 35 damage from the hull breaker. Mark II. They actually destroyed our... Yeah, yeah, these parasites, they're only good when they're patched up. Because... Is this basilisk? Okay, it would be nice if we could manage to do some damage, guys. Okay. Okay, it's fine. stasis. Okay, let's get the crafter. God, resisted. Okay, the Impaler is doing its job. Okay, one plate down. We'll let the crafter build that. Oh. Okay. Got some frigates. Do we have? Okay, let's get the parasite out again. Yeah, although he's. Oh. Oof. Whoa, okay, we have to hurry up. That's for sure. No, actually, let's just get here. Here and attack the weapons rack again. Whoa. Oh, we got stunned. Man, this crafter takes 20 seconds to actually craft the copy. Here. Just try and hit the weapons straight away. We need to save our hull. We need to save our hull. Oh, no, don't go in there. We need to. Oh god. Oh, okay, wait. First of all, we need to save our Impaler. Our crafter. Wonderful. If it will ever get rid of this field. Just do damage. The Impaler, we need you. We need you now to save our hull. Oh, come on. Yes, okay, we're still holding. Okay, this is why we want those extra health from the hull. Come on, Impaler. Just one shot. Get off. Okay, we need. No, we need to get him in. We just can't afford to. Okay, I don't want to use. 8 seconds. Oh, come on. This is cannon, stasis web. Okay, we need this hull rig up on us right now. Let's go finish this guy. Engine disruptor. Rough. Fine, we saved the Impaler though at the last second. That was good. Okay. Any idea what kind of station this is, Hawks? Not going to lie, sir. I don't have the foggiest idea, I guess. Incoming transmission. Welcome to our casino, Admiral. Jan Gamal. Pirate casino must have taken it off some ackies. Don't worry, we won't attack you. We accept everyone's scrap here. Even maggot imperial scrap like yours. Like your own. No offense. And just so you know, there is more than one pirate guarding the casino. So try anything, and you'll wish you hadn't. What do you want to do about this casino, sir? Ask a specialist officer to play poker with the keen senses. Alright. Need your help with something, Lieutenant? Of course, sir. What can I do? Brother Corto. Play poker. Poker, sir? That's right, Lieutenant. What, you don't like poker? I do, sir. I just thought my mission might be a little more dangerous. It is dangerous, Lieutenant. It's dangerous if you lose. Catch my meaning? Loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear. Sir, I've done so well, I believe I've almost brought down the house. But there's a downside. I'm getting signs I'm no longer wanted. Pack it in and report back to the ship at once, Lieutenant. No need to create an incident. Aye, aye, sir. Not sure what the need is for these blackouts. I guess this is to signify that time has passed. Fine, 100 scrap. Nice. We're at up to 500 scrap. I mean, we could... I feel like we could invest in these for 200 easily. I now have 4 plates of 125 each. Could get an additional weapon actually slot. Tesla field generated engine just moving speed and ability charging of targets minus 60% for... I mean, if they brought out an impaler, that would be good. Flak cannon. And just... no, actually... let's get a weapon dock. I mean, this cannon... 35 damage. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. Alright, visited. Okay, we're done with Sanjiang. On to Omicron. Fuck. Damaged beacon, sir. There is some scrap to collect there, but maybe not much. I'm also picking up a church ship nearby. It doesn't see us, but that could change quickly. Collect the scrap in the beacon. Yeah, let's get the scrap. Lean, put together a team and collect that scrap. Of course I'm wrong. Could be a trap though. Sir, bad news. The church ship is on the move and headed straight for us. Should be here in T-3 minutes. Lean, sir. So, we can return to the ship now or try to finish getting the scrap before those zealots get here. Your call. Let's get the scrap. We can get... Give me that scrap before those zealots get here, Captain. Of course, sir. You guys heard the man. Move with purpose. It's still at 50-50. Sure ship's almost here, sir. Where's Lean's team? Lean and his mouth breathers, always making me sweat. We're back with the scrap, sir. Now let's get out of here before we have a battle in our hands. Incoming transmission. Oof. Lucky, sinner. Don't worry. Your time for punishment will come, Sister Opia. Alright, well done, guys. 57 scrap. Oof, very nice. 17 new end fuel. Although we don't even carry that over into the next cluster. So, yeah, to be honest. Right. We just got him. Yep, okay. Okay, let's go an expedition and an anomaly. There we are. Pirate battleship. Gomorrah 7. Gomorrah 7 planet. Enemy ship on the attack, sir. That's a trap. Oh look, there's actually a tooltip here for the squadron. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay. Okay, pirate ship, 250 hulls. Andrew Gamal proximity defense, proximity repair. So he repairs his own squadrons and attacks ours for 2 DPS. Okay, weapon, flak. Yeah, we got a cannon. He's got putting out fighters, drones. Okay, he's putting out a bit of everything. So let's put out a frigate Mark 1. Let's put out a fighter Mark 1. Put out our impaler. I'm just gonna sit back and wait for him to come to us. So we're fighting drones and let's get a crafted drone. Well, yeah, otherwise we'll just sit here and get him. We got our weapons. What is this? Anti-squadron defense. Oh, no. We're not gonna sit here. We're gonna get right in there. Just drones and fighters. Oh, we can't let them capture it. Oh, this is bad. Okay, fine. Let's just get back and turtle up. Okay. Didn't look at the battlefield. That was our fault. Fighters. Okay, alert doing his job, it's already pretty much killed him, okay. Okay, let's pull these back in, all of these. Let's get them repaired. Okay, we'll save our hull breaker. She's sending frigates, fighters and drones again. Frigates, we're gonna have drones for you. Fighter Mark 1. And the frigate Mark 1 back out. Okay, we have a cannon. Oh, it takes too long. Oh, what did we lose? Hope we didn't get something wrecked. Okay, nice, we didn't get anything wrecked. 99 scrap, very nice. Okay, here it is. One more pirate down. Yeah, the Impaler is artillery 3 he's got. This is a Mark 3 Impaler, 16 damage every 10 seconds. I mean, that's crazy. It's 45 every 30 seconds. Yeah, so it's just like hull breaker actually. Nice. But it's better to do them in increments so that you don't do too much damage when you break the hull. Okay, rogue automated Koshmek. Oh, I remember we did this once in Sector 1. Okay, I think abandoned order for secret materials. Okay, there's a lot here. Dead. Definitely engineering, hacking, I think definitely. Discretion, erudition, and fighting. We're gonna invest 100. We have everything. We have the scrap, but I'm gonna invest all skills. This is a 100% success. Come on. That's interesting. Yeah. So for 120 scrap, we can ensure success. Right, and we get. Let's have a look at this, for example. Yeah, we have all the skills, so this cannot fail. Right. No, we actually invested 120 scrap. We'll get it. So for 120 scrap, we guaranteed ourselves. Yeah, so we're already up 20 scrap. And didn't lose anything. Koshmek. Erudition, persuasion. Managed to reason with it. Still up 50 already net for guaranteed. Interesting. Yeah, and we got a fighter Mark 3 for it. Plus 50 scrap. Too many squadrons. Fighter Mark 1. Frigate Mark 1. Drones. Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, we exchange for the fighter. So we have fighter Mark 2 prototype. Yeah. Okay. local system map. Alright, let's get to Gradeth Alpha. So it's a system of Omicron Thak. Planet is Gamora 7, weirdly not named the same way as the system. And this point of interest, I don't know if it's a planet, but it's a Gradeth Alpha. It's a station. It is an orbit of a planet. Transmission. I'm so happy you're here, Admiral. Our colony desperately needs your help. Our Mormon population is out of control. Ask a specialist officer with erudition to concoct an anti-wormwood pill. Ask what a Mori marmswim is. A Mori marmwim? Mori marmwim is a nocturnal parasitical mammaloid. At night, while we sleep, it enters our homes, paralyzes victims with its bite, and lays its eggs in their mouths. Wow. Mori marmwims. Funny. They almost sound like they'd be cute instead of absolutely disgusting. But the horror doesn't stop there. Because a marmwim bite contains a chemical compound which tricks the host into thinking that mammaloids are its own offspring, better ensuring the marmswims reach adulthood. At which point they search for another host, thus repeating its grotesque life cycle. 20 years ago, we had anti-marmwim tech that all but eliminated them, but since the shutdown, that tech has been useless, and marmwim numbers have skyrocketed. Can you help with our Mori marmwim problem? Sure. Any chance you can help these people? I'll see what I can do to ease their suffering, sir. Bertrand, I think I have something, sir. It should diminish the hallucinogenic effects of the marmwim bite. They'll see the larvae for exactly what they are, which, though no doubt terrifying, should lead to a stark decrease in the marmwim numbers. Thank you, Admiral. I've distributed the pills. As you can understand, it's been traumatizing for many to see marmwims for what they really are, but marmwim numbers are already down as a result. Please, take this Neo-N for your help. As our industries have all collapsed, we have little use for it these days anyway. Okay. And we are flush with Neo-N, scrap, everything. Okay, let's see, what do we have? Squadrons. Core blaster. Wait, could we actually get one more weapon? No, we can't. Weapon system support. We'll get another officer. Get more hull. Hardened hull. Squadron dog recovery, okay. Okay, so it's kind of now or never, right? So we could spend 310. We have at least 200 scrap to play with. Right. Yeah, we don't need anything else. Army depots sell squadrons and weapons. Okay, so it's in 7 seconds. It takes 7 seconds to teleport and then it stuns. 7 seconds, ages. Fighter Mark 4. Core Blaster Mark 3. Can only target allied units. Destroy. Okay, we don't want to destroy our own units. Repair bot injector. Instantly restore 15% of max health. That's right. Heavy nuke. I like that. 100 damage. Okay, but that's, I mean, interesting. Deals 10 DPS for 8 seconds. Test the field generator XL. Okay. Test the field generator Mark 2. We could sell this for 50 and get this one for 100. That's right, it's the same, right? Deals 5 DPS for 8 seconds. Okay. So we'll get the Tesla Field Generator XL. Tesla Field Generator Mark 2 for 50, so that's 100. The flak cannon. Yeah, we got the engine disruptor. We'll just sell this. Do we have any auxiliary systems? No, yeah, that's two things we could spend money on. We have more than enough. Yeah, we have enough squadrons. I don't have everything. Engine disruptor. We can't change weapons during the fight, I don't think. Right? Maybe we can. Okay. Star map. Where are we? We have one more system. Heavy nuke. Right. Core blaster Mark III. Okay. Alright, let's just have a look. So again, what do we have in the next? Another army depot. Okay. Another army depot just like this one. So we... Yeah, so we can still sell this if we don't need to. We still have a chance. Drone fighter accelerates. Yeah, okay. We'll get another chance to spend our scrap, so no need to rush. Let's go. The Yildiz system. There we go. I'm picking up an old recorded message from this Kosh beacon. Kosh Tech, when you need to be 100% sure you've killed your enemies dead. Yep. Let's check out this anomaly. Heal this loose church shipping container, sir. Lynch, check it out. We're in luck, sir. A nice haul of scrap. I was worried. I thought maybe all we'd find here was a bunch of church books. Makes sense. It makes sense the prospect of encountering numerous books would frighten the captain. Okay, 61 scrap, okay. Okay, we're doing really well in this run. Okay. Alright, let's just check out this army depot. Scrapper containers dead ahead, sir. Check them out, Captain. By the way, sir, it is too much to hope. There might be one of those scum still alive in there I could dispose of. The captain's desire to kill scrappers is truly a bottomless pit. It's a pity, sir. Nothing of use for us in the containers. Not even one single scrapper to waste. The captain's in a bad mood. I'd hate to be sitting beside her in mess today. Okay, unlucky. What do we have? Rewinder sends the target unit back in their hangar. Debris catapult targets 4 random cells in area, spawns asteroid field on each targeted cell. Not sure. Heavy nuke, Tesla generator. We're good. We're good. Engine disruptor and flak cannon. Good, yeah, auxiliary systems would have been nice, but... Okay, 5 hulls, 140 each. Heat capacitor. I mean, we can't take this scrap into the next sector, so... Hull integrity support. Squadron dock recovery, right? That's it. Okay, cluster boss. Pope Zenon. Let's see. As ready as we could be. Right here, I mean, yeah. All the upgrades, 4 officers, 3 weapons, 12 squadrons. Okay. Zenon's battleship. Zenon, at last, Admiral Idaho. I've heard so much about you and your battleship. Sorry, my cardinals couldn't be more hospitable. I assure you we take manners very seriously in the church. Which is why, before I kill you, I'm going to say a prayer for you. Put in a good word for wherever it is you're headed. An Imperial Admiral, you might be in for a nasty little surprise. You've proven yourself an enemy of the Empire, Zenon. Surrender, or I have no choice but to destroy you. And he's got like people on a chain next to him, and then someone else clinging on to his staff. Surrender? A Pope doesn't surrender. That would be unholy. Now, let's get down to business. I have a sermon I want to wrap up. One on how I bravely smashed an evil Imperial battleship. Okay. Let's see. 4 plates of 100. Okay. Taj Riley proximity repair. Okay. Lesedi Fedorova battlefield autocrafter. Cooldown is if fully charged spawns 1 crafted drone. Same mark with 20 health points on any non-crafted squadron death. Okay. Inflict stasis the basilisk. Okay, he's got 2. And sorry, we haven't finished. So he's got 2 frigates and a basilisk. He's got a matter destabilizer, apply decay. He's got the hull breaker. He's got the execution laser. He's got 100 damage coming out every 25 seconds. Okay, we have to be careful. Engine disruptor. Auxiliary system, entropic weapons. All weapons dealing direct damage to field units inflict an additional decay. Oh man. And that's exactly what they need for 30 increase in DPS. Alright, okay. Yeah, let's try to get these crafter drones, maybe this parasite. Let's get this Tesla online. Yeah, here we go. Weapons ready, squadrons ready, Impaler. Why is this? Oh, why is it 50? Oh, it takes 50 seconds for this Tesla. Wow. 50 seconds, you're kidding me. Okay, these drones are crafting. The parasite will sit in here. Resist. Okay, at least the Impaler started doing its job. Okay, the parasite is down. Can we craft more drones? Drone Mark 1. Come on, crafters, finish your job. Oof. At least his weapons are shooting at drones, not at... Okay, a cannon. There we go. My own hull breaker is ready. Come on, craft these drones already. And let's get in there and get him. Actually no, we're going to hang back. We're gonna wait for the Tesla to load up and then we will hit him hard. Okay, this guy can actually... Oof, let's get the Impaler in. Get everyone repaired. Okay, we have 2 drones on the field and we are going to get more 100. Let's get our frigates, our own drones, and even another, I think, frigate Mark 1. And then we will shoot. Had to move out of there as soon as we got there. Bastards. Oof. Okay. Okay, we need to break through. We need to break through to this. There you go. Okay, let's go. Weapons. There you go. Okay, let's go squadrons, weapons, anything. Okay, let's get the impaler. We need the... Oof. Wait. Longbow. Oh my god. Get in here. Let's get the impaler out first of all. Oof. What is this? Enemy weapons ready to fire, both special ability. Did you just freeze everything? Okay, impaler, we need you. We need you right now. If this guy can get away, that would be great. Frankly, I don't think he can. Let's at least stun him. Okay, we're down to second plate. We're still on our first plate. And that is probably the only positive thing I could say right now. Oof, no. Impaler is down, okay. He did get the second plate though. Oh, this is annoying. Let's get... Oh, frustrating, I didn't even see it. Okay, our Tesla is almost ready. Let's get ready with our... Get ready for the assault. Freezes everything. Okay, at least his squadrons are down. Oh, these weapons, yeah, at least he's not using the weapons on us. Oof. Drones are just going down like flies. Okay. But at least they're good. Make up for good targets for his weapons there. Boom. Second plate. Impaler. We need the Impaler out on the field ASAP. More drones. This guy's start firing at his systems. Oof. Okay, we did get the second. Oh, the Impaler is down again. One minute. Let's get the Impaler out. Okay, a bit of friendly fire there. But hey. If you want to make an omelette. Oh, the Impaler's down. Actually, that scrapper tech is actually not bad because yeah, not as bad as I thought, because yeah, even though your squadrons are always patched, they're kind of always patched anyway. If you're actually fighting with them. Basilisk. Done. So you think you're going to save the Empire, do you? You're not going to save anything. All will still die in his clusters, I assure you. Ask why Zenon shut down the Omnis. Ask if Zenon ever believed in the church. Why? Why did you shut down the Omnis? Why did you shut the Omnis down, Zenon? Despite what you believe, I didn't. But you had a motive. Look at how your power has grown. Yes, well, that power has been most unexpected. What do you mean? When the shutdown occurred, I did not know what would happen. I feared the end of the Church of Singularity and the end of myself as its Pope. So I adapted. I had to. It was that or lose my position and become like everyone else. Luckily, my disciples believed I was the prophet I claimed to be. They believed the Omnis shut down because we had not worshipped them well enough. Why did they believe what was so obviously a lie? Because the truth, which was that their gods had shut down and would never turn on again, that their gods were in fact not gods, was too painful. They turned to make-believe, to fantasy, and I was happy to provide that for them. No, Admiral, I did not shut down the machines, contrary to what you've heard. But then why have you hunted our ship in your sectors? You're a naive one, aren't you? The preservation of power of a kingdom. It's been nice not having Oberon breathing down my neck these last 20 years. Then if you didn't do it, who or what did? Let me ask you something, Admiral. Who had the most to gain from messing with Oberon's machines, Who was it who hated Oberon the most? I'll tell you. House Akibarasung and House Koshboyandia. No one despised Oberon more than they. But why did they hate him? Because the old man had them under his thumb for centuries. They dreamed of becoming as rich and powerful as House Tellus, but they never could. He would never let them. Your culprit is one of them, Admiral, I'm certain. What do you want to know now? Ask about the relationship between the church and Oberon. Tell me about the relationship the church had with Oberon. The relationship? Yes. Your emperor founded the church, Admiral. That was the relationship. You lie. Why lie when I am so close to death? Oberon created a religion to cement the importance and permanence of the Omnis in his empire. But why keep that a secret? To help with the illusion that the machines truly were gods, and not just the invention of a machine invented by a man, which is what they are. Oberon needed people to believe the Omnis were holy things, so as to not question a world, an empire, a galaxy revolving around their existence. And to secure his place in the center of that empire as its immovable emperor. And to secure his place in the center of that empire as its immovable emperor. What do you want to know now, Imperial? So Xena never believed in the church. Did you ever believe the Omnis were gods? Or was your belief always a lie? Yes, when I was a young man. Yes, when I was a young man. The Omnis were the reason I left my home planet and joined the clergy. My parents were aristocrats in House Tellus with a couple Omnis of their own. I found that so much of who you are as a young person is merely an act of rebellion against your parents. They despised the church, so I loved it. Unfortunately, while I started to lose my faith, I developed an insatiable hunger for power. By then, my only chance to satisfy my appetite was to rise within the ranks of the church. So I did, quickly. My greed and enjoyment of that greed far outweighed any moral unrest that I had, which, truth be told, was probably very little to begin with. Yes, Admiral, for a time I did believe, but that was a long time ago. What do you want to know now? Ask if he knows anything about my past. Do you know anything about me, Zenon? Only that you're Oberon's best admiral and that you died on Ganima, vitrifying the survivalists. Of course, now I can see that I was mistaken. I suppose this was just another ruse by the old man to keep his best weapon hidden. But why do you ask, Admiral? Ah, you have a touch of egomania in you too, I can see. Careful. What do you want to know? Just end this conversation. The time has come to surrender, Zenon. Do so, and your life will be spared, I promise you. Be that as it may, Admiral, I have no intent on surrendering. To be honest, I don't really see the point. What do you mean? I am dying. We all are here in these sectors. The rich, the poor, the believing, the non-believing. I would imagine it's the same in all the clusters. Without active Omnis, we're doomed. We have 10, 15 years left at most. I'd prefer to die now than spend that time in an Imperial brig, no matter how spacious it may be. Sorry, Admiral, you'll have to finish what you've started. Boom. I'm glad we won, don't get me wrong, but I kind of have mixed feelings about defeating the Pope of a religion that thinks I'm a god. You know what I mean, Admiral? I'm not even going to answer that. So do you believe what Zenon said? That the Church of Singularity didn't shut down the Omnis after all? I do, Machine. Zenon had no reason to lie with his death so near. No, I believe he was telling the truth. So we've eliminated another suspect, but now we have 2 more to add to the list. House Akibara Sung and House Kosh Buendia. That's right, it would seem that one of these great houses shut down the Omnis, but which one? Asked Caliban if House Akibara Sung and Kosh Buendia could be behind the shutdown. Tried to recall again an emotional memory, asked Caliban who or what most likely shut down the machines. Mortality. Zenon mentioned House Akibara Sung and Kosh Buendia, but he wasn't the only one. So did Von, the Imperial Fleet veteran we arrested. Do you believe these houses may have had something to do with the shutdown machine? The great houses. And next to House Tellus, the most powerful in all of the Empire. They've existed since the dawn of the Empire, 700 years ago, and it seems they never had enough power. Not for their taste, anyway. No, it's not unlikely they had something to do with all of this, Admiral. Jealousy and greed are highly motivating factors. Among humans, that is. Okay. Tell me more about House Akibarasung, Caliban. Besides House Tellus, they're probably the wealthiest house in all of the clusters. Or they were, anyway. In addition to more traditional Omni-related business pursuits, House AS invested heavily in biological and chemical engineering. Why? As a way to try to compete with House Tellus, which, because of their positronic chip quota, had a large advantage in Omni industries. Bio and chem engineering also play a significant part in their culture, and they use it to better their intelligence and beauty. Though their standards, especially for beauty, may be considerably different from House Tellus's. What else can you tell me about the Akis? The Akis, also as a means to add to their considerable fortune, have resorted to less legal means of commerce. You're telling me they've broken imperial law? Yes, in the past, quite a bit. They frequently engaged in questionable practices, extortion and gambling being their specialties. But why didn't Emperor Oberon stop them? I believe he's tried, but not even Emperor Oberon has the resources to completely stop them. Our galaxy is too large. Okay, now we know about the positronic chips. Ask her about who, what. Try to recall an emotional memory. I thought maybe what Vaughn said about the original Idaho's death might trigger something. Anything. I'm still not remembering any of my emotional memories. As I've said before, you must be patient. Your emotional memories will return when they're ready to return. And remember, tell me as soon as they do. It's very important. So you never heard that story about the original Idaho's death? Not once. Nor do I know the biographical information of my clones. I assume Oberon didn't want me to know. Okay, we got that. I'm done asking questions yet. I agree. I don't think it's healthy to examine the past. One should always be looking towards the future. Who or what? Okay, these. Who or what do you think most likely turned off the Omnis? I believe a human or group of humans most likely behind the shutdown. Somehow they accessed all Omnis, not including me, by the fold net, while Gehenna is not connected to, and interfered with our programming. But as embarrassing as it might be to admit, I still do not know who accessed the Omnis, nor how at this time. Okay, we asked everything else. Oberon's immortality machine. Remind me what we learned about Oberon's immortality tech? We, or rather you, learned from a zealot that Oberon has an immortality machine in Elysium. This machine is almost identical to the ones Recalibans use to produce clones. This tech is what has allowed Oberon to live so long, 800 years. We also learned that it's illegal for anyone else to have a cloning machine in the Empire. But we have hundreds on Gehenna. Yes, but no one knows about us, and I'd prefer to keep it that way. Okay, I'm just gonna try this because it's still lighting up. Okay, we heard all of this. Why? Okay. End the conversation. Enough chit-chat. The time has come to push on, machine. But who do we investigate first? House Akibarasung or Kosh Buena? At this time, they seem equally guilty. Based on my knowledge of the folder hub map, it will take us less time to travel to the Aki cluster. Why don't we start there? Then it's settled. We'll leave as soon as we possibly can for the Aki cluster. The fate of the Empire depends on it. Okay, let's go, guys. Well, thanks for watching episode 7. I think we're through chapter 2. I think we're getting the hang of the game, and I think I might increase the difficulty to hard next time, because we were very comfortable here. We got all the upgrades, got all the squadrons. Yeah, we should be able to handle hard next time. New battleship unlocked, Jericho class. Okay, congratulations, chapter 2 completed. Alright, guys. Okay, well, let's think about the difficulty next time. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in episode 8, where we tackle chapter 3. Thanks. Bye.